Good morning to all. Today we shall begin our history first chapter. Our chapter name is the French Revolution. Listen. What is your chapter name? French Revolution. This very important revolution. In the world, there are so many changes that happen because of this revolution. Now, we can start our chapter. What is our chapter name? French Revolution. The year of French Revolution, 1789. Listen. Year is very easy to remind. 1789. 1789. That is the year of French Revolution. Listen. July 14. 1789. July 14. The city of Paris was the state of alarming. The city of Paris was the state of alarm. Why? Because a rumor was spread there. A rumor was spread there that a king is ordered to gather the citizen in the city, and rumor that is not reality is not there. Rumor was like that a king ordered the people to gather in the city. Then they guessed that because what may be the purpose of that gathering? King decided to fire upon them. That was the rumor. That was the rumor. By hearing that, around 7,000 men and women gathered there. 7,000 men and women are gathered there. For what? What purpose? Their intention was to form a people militia. Listen. Because of that rumor, the people become very angry. But that is why they gathered in the city with the intention of what? To form a people militia in order to get in order to gain their rights. That was their intention because of that rumor. Now, did you get an idea about that? What was the city? What was the conditions of the citizens there? Then they were stormed or attacked the Bastille prison. They were attacked the Bastille prison. Bastille was a fortress prison. Fortress prison, which was the symbol of a despotic power of the king. Bastille was a fortress prison. It was, what is the peculiarity of the Bastille fort? It was the symbol of despotic power of the king. The king had an ultimate power there. Bastille fort. The people, those who gathered there, they attacked that prison. Listen. Then they expected a lot of prisoners there. They expected lot of prisoners there. Whenever they attacked, when they attacked that or killed that commander of the prison, the people, those who gathered in the city, they killed the commander of the Bastille fort. Then they released the prisoners. They expect a lot of them will be there, but only 7 members are there. Only 7 members are there. Whatever it may be, whenever they destroyed for that Bastille fort, the peoples are very happy because they destroyed one symbol of a despotic power of the king. That is why they were very happy. They sold the things, the things which the stones and all. While destroying that prison, they got that stones and all they sold in the market. Listen, did you get an idea about the introduction? Year of French Revolution 1789. Year is very important one. Please keep in mind. Next, what was which day? July 14. July 14. The year 1789. July 14. The city of Paris was in a state of alarming. Because why they become like that? Because of that. Because of a rumor. A rumor was spread there. Because the king ordered the people to gather there in the city. What was they assumed that in order to fire upon them, king ordered them to gather that in the city. Because of that, common people become angry. Around 7,000 people are gathered there. From there, they decided to form a people militia. People militia. Why they decided to form a people militia? To gain their rights. To gain their rights, they decided to. Then they were attacked the government building, especially Bastille Fort. Especially Bastille Fort was attacked by that people. Then they expected lot of arms and ammunition will be there and a lot of prisoners will be there. But when they killed the commander of the prison and when they entered into the prison, they saw only 7 members are there. 7 members are there. Listen, that is the introduction of our chapter. That is the introduction of, I told you, French Revolution is very important revolution in the world that caused a tremendous change. That revolution caused a tremendous change in the world. Then introduction you got now. Now why the people were afraid of the orders of king? Why they are why they become angry? So now we can go through the situations of France. What was the situation of France during 1789? Now we can go to that situation. Listen, our next topic, French society during the late 18th century. French society during late 18th century. Listen, French society during late 18th century. Listen, in 1774, Louis XVI the king of he belongs to a Bourbon dynasty. Louis XVI belongs to a Bourbon dynasty. He ascended the throne of France. In which year? In 1774, the king or emperor of Louis XVI ascended the throne of which country? France. He became the emperor of or a king of France. Listen, when he came to the power, and that means when he became an emperor, he saw a empty treasury there. He saw a empty treasury there. When at that time he was 20 years old and he married a Austrian prince called Marie Antoinette. Listen, Did you get an idea about Louis XVI? Who was Louis XVI? He belongs to the Bourbon family. Bourbon family. Then when he became the Emperor of France or a King of France, he was 20 years old. Then he married whom? He married an Austrian prince called Marie Antoinette. Then now we can come to the economic situation of the France. When he came to France, or when he became the emperor of France, what was the condition of their treasury? He saw a empty treasury there. Moreover, during that period, Louis XVI helped the American colonies around 13 American colonies. 13 American colonies. Who helped the American colonies? Louis XVI helped 13 American colonies in order to get independent from their common enemy of Britain. In order to get independent from the Britain, Louis XVI was ready to help 13 American colonies. That leads to the increase in the debt of France. Increase in the debt of France. Because we know when he came to the power, or that means when he became the emperor of that France, at that time first he saw a empty treasury there. And even though he was ready to help the American colonies. For what purpose? To gain independence from their common enemy. Who was the common enemy? Britain. That leads to the increased debt of the France. That leads to the increase in the debt of the France. Then, in order to overcome or in order to face that situation, King increased the tax. King increased the tax already. Financial condition of the France is very worse. Then even though he was ready to help whom? American colonies, that caused the increased debt of the France economy. Then in order to find out a solution for that economic instability or economic scarcity, Louis XVI decided to increase the tax. Listen, what may be the condition of this common citizen? Already they are in a debt trap. Again the government or the king is increasing the tax, means first time it was the debt was $1 billion. $1 million. First it was the 1 million livres. Listen, 1 million livres. When the Louis XVI decided to help the American colonies, it was increased into $2 million. That means, not dollar, livres. What do you mean by livres? Livre means a unit of currency in France. What is our currency? Rupee. Like that, livre is a unit of currency of France. Now, first, what about their debt? 1 million. When they decided to help the American colony, the debt was doubled. That means it became 2 billion livres. Then, how he organized or how he implemented that tax? There are two types of tax are existed there. Which are the two types of tax? Teeth and taille. Teeth and tile was the two types of tax. Teeth and tile. Listen, teeth was levied by church. Levied by the church upon the peasants. Listen, teeth was a type of tax which is levied by the church upon the peasants. Then tile was the tax which is levied by the government or a dynasty upon all third estate people, all common people. Listen, which are the two types of tax? Teeth and tile. Teeth was levied by church upon whom? Upon peasants. Then tile was a common tax. It is common for all ordinary citizens. That was common for all ordinary citizens. Now, listen, I told that now we are going to discuss about the society now. How was French society organized? How was French society organized? Before explaining about that, did you get an idea about this condition of France at that time? Social, economic condition of a France. What was the economic condition of a France at that time? Economic condition is very worse, because when the Louis XVI became the emperor of France, he saw a empty treasury there. Then also he was ready to help the American colonies in order to gain independence from their common enemy Britain. Then that tendency caused the increase the debt of the France. First it was $1 million, then livers, then after that it become doubled, that means it become $2 million. Then how he find out a solution for that? Increasing debt in order to face that debt. The King Louis XVI decided to increase the tax. King Louis XVI decided to increase the tax. Then which are the two tax? Teeth and tile. One is levied by the church and one is levied by the government. That means church levied the teeth upon the peasants. Then tile was levied upon the common citizen or an ordinary citizen. That was the condition of France at that time. That was the condition of the France at that time. Then how was their society? How was French society organized? How was French society organized? Listen, the French society was divided into 3 estates. It was divided into 3 estates. Clergy. The first estate belongs to clergy. Second one, nobility. Second estate, nobility. Then third estate again divided into 3. Third, first one, businessman, lawyers, engineers, like that. Then next one, peasants and peasants and artisans. Then third one belongs to landless peasants, small peasants, landless laborers, and servants. Listen, this all are belongs to third estate. Listen, how was French society organized? It is very important one. You have to study very well. What was the condition of society there? During the period of 1789, that means during the ruling period of Louis XVI, French society was divided into three. First clergy, second nobility, third estate again divided into three. First estate belongs to clergy. Clergy means church people. Listen, here first and second estate already enjoyed a lot of privileges. They already enjoyed a lot of privilege which is enjoyed by birth. They are enjoying the privileges by birth. Which are the main privilege means they were exempted from paying tax. Both estates are exempted from paying tax. That is the main privilege. Which is getting by whom? Which is getting by first and second estate. First estate belongs to clergy means church people. Then nobility means nobles. All landlords, feudal lords are including there in a nobles. Those who have high status, that means royal families are included there in a noble citizen, nobility. Then third estate, who belongs to the common citizen, that again divided, that third estate again divided into three. Which are first, among the third estate first section, who belongs to first section? Businessmen, lawyers and engineers. That means those every educated peoples are belongs to the third estate first section. Then third estate second section belongs to farmers and merchants. Farmers and merchants are belongs to third estate second section. Then small persons, landless laborers and servants are belongs to third estate third section. Is it clear? Listen, here third estate is meant for paying tax. Every tax are paid by whom? Third estate. The first and second estates are exempted from paying tax. They no need to pay any tax. Every burdens are levied upon the common citizen. Now we can compare the situation of the France. Whenever Louis XVI became the emperor, what was his decision? In order to fulfill or in order to face the problems or in order to find out the money for the administration of country, maintaining the army, banking, official purpose, in every aspect he decided to increase the tax. In order to face the financial problem, what was the solution of our king? He decided to increase the tax. Now we can come to the third estate. This burden will levied upon whom? This third estate now. That is why when they heard that alarming, that word, they were become angry. They were decided to attack the existing administrative setup. The peoples are not at all satisfied. Now, did you get an idea about How was French society organized? It was organized into 3. Listen, here the people around 90% of total population belongs to what? Belongs to third estate. Then 10% only belongs to first and second estate. Then they are enjoying every privileges. From this data we can reach in a calculation. Most of the peoples are against the administration of a Louis XVI. Most of them are suffering a lot because of increasing tax. Is it clear? Can we move to next topic? Yes, we can go to next topic. Struggle to survive. Struggle to survive. Struggle to survive. Listen, during 1716, the population of France was 23 billion. But during 1728, it became 28 billion. That means the population of France was increasing day by day. The population was increasing day by day. That means what? If the population is increasing, what will happen? If the number of peoples are increasing in a country, what will happen? The demands of the people will increase. That will increase the problems. If the population is increasing in a country, that will leads to many problems. If they have no financial source. Listen, if the population is increased, supposed to be like that, if there is a proportionate increase in case of economical aspect, there is no problem. Increasing population is not a problem. They can fulfill their demands without any problem. But if the population is increasing, if there is no source to fulfill their needs, it will be a problem. Listen, during this period, France faced such a problem because population is increasing. There is no proportionate change in their economic aspect. There is no proportionate change in their economic aspects. Then again we can come to that situation. What was the order of the king? He increased the tax. He increased the tax. That will become, again it become the burden of whom? Burden of the 90% of the population. That means those who belongs to third estate. That is why they struggled a lot. That is in order to survive. A subsistence crisis was happened there. Subsistent crisis. Listen, subsistent crisis means a crisis faced a crisis in order to survive their existence. Subsistent crisis is a crisis when we are facing that, when our existence become threatened. In a threatened condition, we are all of them are facing this subsistence crisis. It is a crisis of a existence. Subsistent crisis means what? It is the crisis of existence. How? Why they faced a subsistent crisis there? Listen, we know tax is increasing. That is reached into the hands of a common citizen. but the wages of the peoples are laborers are fixed there. The wages of the laborers are fixed there. Whenever the increase in the prices of a commodity, if there is a proportionate increase in case of wage, it is not a problem. But there is no change in their wage. There is no change in their wage. Wage is stagnant there, but the price of the goods are increasing. That means especially their staple food, the price of bread, that was increased day by day. So that the French people faced a lot of difficulties. Their wage was fixed, but in one side their wage was fixed. In other side, the price of the goods are increasing day by day, so that they can't maintain their wage and price of the goods. That is why that period is known as a struggle to survive. Struggle to survive, especially in case of rising the price of a bread, which was the staple food of the French society. Yes, listen. Did you get an idea about a subsistent crisis? It is a crisis of existence. That means whenever the revolution was started, that means during the period of 1716, first population was already increased. There was no proportionate change in the increase in price. There is no proportionate change in the production of a crops. Then second one, their wage was fixed. There is no increase in their wage, but the price of the goods are increasing. Moreover, bad harvest. Bad harvest. Listen, causes of a struggle. First one, what? Increasing population. Increasing population. Second one, fixed wage. Then third one, crop failure or a bad harvest. Bad harvest. These are the causes of a struggle or a subsistent crisis. This is the cause of a subsistent crisis. Increasing population, fixed wage and bad harvest. Listen, today we start about a French Revolution. What was the condition of France during 1789? Who was their king? Who was their king? Louis XVI. What was his attitude? In order to face the problem or in order to face the financial problem of the France, he decided to increase the tax, which is mainly levied upon the common people. Then how was French society organized? It is organized into 3 estates. First estate belongs to a clergy, that means those who comprises church people. Then nobility, royal families and all belongs to the second estate. Third estate means the group of ordinary citizen. That third estate again divided into 3. First section belongs to businessmen, merchants and merchants and whom? Lawyers, engineers, such educated pupils are belongs to third estate, first category. Second category means peasants and artisans are belongs to third estate, second category. Then third estate, third category, who belongs there? Landless people, small peasants and servants. What was the peculiarity of first and second estate? They were exempted from paying tax. Then who want to pay the tax? Third estate, third estate people need to pay the tax. Which are the 2 taxes levied by the France? teeth and taille. Teeth was levied by France upon whom? Upon peasants. Then taille was levied upon the common people by the authority. Next one, subsistent, struggle to survive. Why they faced the struggle or for their existence. That means during that period there was an increase in population, then their wage was fixed, there is no proportion, but the prices of the goods are increased. There is no change in their wage. That is why they were faced a lot, because in order to buy the daily, in order to buy their things, the price of goods are increasing. There is no increase in their wage. Then bad harvest. Bad harvest also leads in the increase in the prices of the goods. Is it clear? I hope all concepts are clear to you. If you have any doubt, you can contact me. You can call me. That's all for today. During next session we can start our next topic. That's all. Have a nice day. Thank you.